Long ago in Japan, there was a great ruler named Hohodemi. The fourth Mikoto, or Augustness, descended from the sun goddess Amaterasu. Hohodemi was known for his exceptional hunting skills, earning him the title Yama-sachi Hiko, which means the happy hunter of the mountains. His older brother, known as Unisachi Hiko, or the skillful fisher of the sea, was equally renowned for his fishing prowess. Both brothers lived happily, enjoying their respective hobbies, one hunting in the mountains and the other fishing at sea. However, one day, the happy hunter suggested they switch roles. He proposed that his brother try hunting while he would take up fishing. The skillful fisher agreed, and they swapped their roles. The happy hunter took the fishing rod and hook, while the skillful fisher took the bow and arrow. The happy hunter, unfamiliar with fishing, struggled at the shore. He fumbled with the fishing rod and couldn't catch a single fish. By the end of the day, he even lost his brother's prized fishing hook. Worried, the happy hunter searched desperately for the lost hook. When the skillful fisher arrived, he was furious to learn about the lost hook. He scolded his brother, saying that this mishap was exactly what he had feared. He demanded that the happy hunter find the hook, or he wouldn't return the bow and arrow. Despite the happy hunter's efforts to find the hook, he was unsuccessful. Feeling guilty, he broke his favorite sword into pieces and made 500 new hooks to replace the lost one. But the skillful fisher refused to accept them, insisting that only the original hook would do. The happy hunter then made another 500 hooks, but the skillful fisher remained unforgiving. He insisted that nothing could replace the lost hook. The skillful fisher's anger was intense and unrelenting. He had always envied his brother's success, and now, with the excuse of the lost fishing hook, he planned to kill him and take his place as ruler. The happy hunter knew of his brother's intentions, but was bound by duty to obey him. He continued to search for the lost hook by the shore, but began to lose hope. One day, while he was despondently standing on the beach, an old man appeared. The happy hunter noticed him without seeing where he had come from. The old man asked, "Aren't you Hohodemi, the happy hunter? What are you doing here alone?" The happy hunter explained his plight. "I've lost my brother's precious fishing hook, and I cannot find it anywhere. My brother won't forgive me until I return it." "But who are you?" The old man introduced himself as Shiwozuki no Okina and said, "I'm sorry for your trouble. The hook is probably at the bottom of the sea, or inside a fish. No matter how much you search here, you won't find it. You should go to Rin-gu and ask the Dragon King of the Sea, Rin-jin, for help. He's your best chance." The happy hunter was concerned about reaching the Sea King's realm, but the old man assured him he could help. He quickly made a basket-like boat for the happy hunter to travel in. The happy hunter gratefully accepted the basket, bid farewell to the old man, and set out to sea. The basket moved smoothly and quickly through the water, much faster than he had expected. Soon, he saw the Grand Sea King's palace with its numerous roofs, large gates, and coral pillars. Arriving at the palace, he saw that the gate was closed and no one was around to open it. He noticed a well nearby and decided to wait in a tree to see if anyone would come. Soon, two beautiful princesses emerged from the palace. They were carrying golden buckets and were about to draw water from the well. The happy hunter was surprised to see such beauty, as he had expected terrifying sea creatures. The princesses saw his reflection in the water and were startled. They looked up and saw him in the tree. Though initially frightened, they soon approached him. The happy hunter, trying to be polite, said, "I'm a thirsty traveler. I climbed the tree because I needed water and couldn't find a bucket. Could you please help me?" The princesses, moved by his dignified manner, offered him water in a jeweled cup. After drinking, the happy hunter placed a gem from his necklace into the cup as a token of his gratitude. The princesses were amazed by the gem and asked him who he was. The happy hunter introduced himself as Hohodemi, the fourth Mikoto, known as the Happy Hunter. The elder princess, Teotama, revealed she was the daughter of Rin-jin, the Sea King, and her sister, Tamayori, was also a princess. The happy hunter explained his quest to find the lost fishing hook and asked if they could take him to their father, Rin-jin, hoping he would be able to help. Princess Tayatama listened to the happy hunter's story and said, "It will be easy for you to see my father. He will be thrilled to meet you, as it's rare for such a distinguished person as you, the grandson of Amaterasu, to visit us." Turning to her sister, she asked, "Don't you agree, Tamayori?" "Yes," replied Princess Tamayori. "It's a great honor to welcome you to our home. Please lead the way," the happy hunter requested. The princesses led him through the gate, and Princess Tamayori hurried ahead to inform their father, the Dragon King of the Sea, about the arrival of their esteemed guest. Rinjin was surprised, as it was very uncommon for mortals to visit his palace. Rinjin quickly gathered his courtiers, palace staff, and important sea creatures to prepare for the grand visit. He instructed them to be respectful and welcoming to the happy hunter and dressed in his ceremonial robes. When Princess Tayatama and the happy hunter arrived at the entrance, Rinjin and his wife bowed deeply and expressed their gratitude for the visit. Rinjin then escorted the happy hunter to the guest room, placing him in the honored seat and introducing himself. "I am Rinjin, the Dragon King of the Sea. Please remember us favorably," said the Sea King. The happy hunter, bowing respectfully, responded, "I am honored to meet you, Rinjin. I apologize for any trouble my visit may cause." Rinjin replied, "You need not apologize. We are honored by your visit. Please stay as long as you wish." The happy hunter enjoyed a delightful conversation with the Sea King, and soon a grand feast of sea delicacies was served by a host of ceremonial fish. The feast was lavish, showcasing the finest sea creatures. During the meal, Princess Tayatama and Princess Tamayori performed music on the koto, sang, and danced, providing entertainment that made the happy hunter forget his troubles and enjoy the magical underwater world. However, the happy hunter soon remembered his reason for visiting. He addressed Rinjin, "Perhaps your daughters have told you that I am searching for my brother's fishing hook, which I lost while fishing. Could you please ask your subjects if they have seen it?" "Of course," said Rinjin. "I will ask them immediately." The Sea King summoned all the sea creatures, including the octopus, cuttlefish, bonito, eel, jellyfish, shrimp, and others, to the palace. Rinjin explained that the happy hunter's brother's fishing hook might have been taken by one of them. The sea creatures were initially silent and surprised. Finally, the cuttlefish suggested that the red bream tai might have taken the hook. The cuttlefish explained that the tai had not been seen eating recently and seemed to be suffering from a sore throat. Rinjin agreed it was strange that the tai had not responded to the summons and instructed to bring him immediately. The cuttlefish went to fetch the tai and brought him before the Sea King. The tai appeared sick and frightened. "Why did you not come when summoned?" asked Rinjin sternly. "I am ill since yesterday," the tai replied. "That's why I couldn't come." Rinjin was upset, declaring, "Your illness is a punishment for taking the happy hunter's hook." The tai confessed, "The hook is stuck in my throat. I didn't steal it intentionally. I bit at the bait and it got lodged in my throat. I hope you will forgive me." The Sea King, after hearing the confession, began to decide how to proceed with the matter. The cuttlefish stepped forward and said, "I was right. The hook is still stuck in the tai's throat. I'll try to remove it now." With the happy hunter watching, "Please hurry and get it out," pleaded the tai, feeling pain in his throat. "I really want to return the hook to the Mikoto." "Very well," said the cuttlefish. He opened the tai's mouth as wide as possible, gently reached in with one of his feelers, and carefully pulled out the hook. After cleaning it, he handed it to the Sea King. Rinjin took the hook and returned it to the happy hunter, who was thrilled to get it back. He thanked Rinjin repeatedly, grateful for his help and the successful resolution of his quest. Rinjin wanted to punish the tai, but the happy hunter asked him not to. He explained that the tai had already suffered enough, and that the incident was a result of his own inexperience in fishing. The happy hunter felt that he was partly to blame for losing the hook, and urged the Sea King to forgive the tai. Moved by the happy hunter's compassion, Rinjin forgave the tai. The tai was overjoyed and, along with the other fish, praised the happy hunter's kindness as they left the Sea King's presence. With the hook recovered, The happy hunter was ready to return to his own land and reconcile with his brother. Although the Sea King and the two beautiful princesses, Teotama and Tamayori, wished he could stay longer, they respected his decision. They invited him to make the sea palace his home whenever he liked. As the happy hunter prepared to leave, Rinjin was deeply saddened by the departure of his esteemed guest. He expressed his sorrow and hoped that their friendship would endure. Rinjin then asked his daughters to bring two special jewels, the tide jewels of the sea. The princesses returned with two radiant gems, which filled the room with light. Rinjin explained, "These jewels are ancient treasures passed down through generations. The Nanjiu, or jewel of the flood tide, controls the sea and can make it flood the land. The Kanjiu, or jewel of the ebbing tide, can calm the sea and make waves recede." He demonstrated how to use the jewels and handed them to the happy hunter. Grateful for these powerful gifts, the happy hunter thanked Rinjin and prepared to leave. The Sea King, the princesses, and everyone from the palace gathered to bid him farewell. As the happy hunter left the sea palace and reached the beach, he found a massive crocodile waiting for him. It was 8 fathoms long and had been sent by the Sea King to transport him back to Japan. Riding the crocodile, the happy hunter journeyed home swiftly, much like he had traveled to the sea realm, marking the end of his extraordinary adventure. When the crocodile reached the shore, the happy hunter hurried to find his brother, the skillful fisher, and return the fishing hook. He apologized for the trouble it had caused and shared the amazing adventures he had experienced in the Sea King's palace. The skillful fisher had used the missing hook as an excuse to drive his brother away and take over his position. He had enjoyed his newfound power and wealth, hoping his brother would never return. But now, seeing the happy hunter back, he was angry and plotted to kill him. One day, while the happy hunter was walking in the rice fields, his brother followed him with a dagger. The happy hunter realized his brother intended to kill him. In this moment of danger, he decided to use the magical jewels of the tide that the Sea King had given him. He first used the jewel of the flood tide, which caused the sea to rise and flood the fields where his brother stood. Terrified, the skillful fisher called out for help as he struggled in the water. Unable to watch his brother suffer, the happy hunter quickly used the jewel of the ebb tide to make the sea retreat, restoring the land to its previous state. The skillful fisher was deeply scared and amazed by his brother's powers. Realizing his mistake, he apologized and promised to restore the happy hunter's rightful place. He vowed to honor his brother as the ruler of Japan and treat him with respect. The happy hunter agreed to forgive his brother if he promised to give up his evil ways. The skillful fisher agreed, and the brothers made peace. From then on, the happy hunter ruled Japan without any more family conflicts, and there was peace in the land. He cherished the magical jewels of the tide given to him by the Sea King, as they had helped him in his time of need. And so, the story of the happy hunter and the skillful fisher ended happily. The moral of the story is, true forgiveness and understanding can mend even the deepest rifts. Power and kindness can lead to reconciliation, and wisdom is shown through compassion rather than revenge.